When you're waiting, money's waiting. When you're waiting, sales are waiting. Clients are waiting. Hello, badass wealthy woman. Welcome to From Waiting to Wealth. This is a concept that changed everything for me and everything for my clients, okay? And when I asked in the Facebook group what you were most looking forward to learning, so many of you said to stop waiting, to release waiting, to get out of this waiting energy. Most people are waiting because that is what we are taught. This is what we have learned growing up. Here's what I mean by that. When the money comes in, then you're allowed to feel abundant. When you have X amount of clients, then you're allowed to claim you're successful. When you have, here's something outside of money. When you have that loving relationship, then you're allowed to claim that you are loved, that you're lovable. We have this backwards. We've always had this backwards. And because we were taught this backwards, this results in us constantly waiting, compounding the frequency of waiting. And here's the thing that I need you to know. When you're waiting, the universe is waiting. When you're waiting, money's waiting. When you're waiting, sales are waiting. Clients are waiting, right? I know I already seeded that in one of the days. And that is because I need you to feel this, hear this loud, boldly in your system to really take it on. Because when we are unlearning program beliefs, our system, our subconscious can be like, whoa, no, that's not how it is, Kelly. That's not the way the world works. Welcome to being programmed by society. Right? We are dismantling old belief systems, and you are quite literally creating a new paradigm where we're not waiting. And so when we are waiting, this is the energy of logic. If you've been in my world, you know that you've heard me talk about Newtonian physics, right? This is the energy of logic. A plus B equals C. The work that I put in equates to what I get back. AKA, the more hours I put in, the more I work, the more money I make. Is that the truth? Or were we just told by society that that was the truth and we took it on as our truth? Okay. So what tends to happen is we've been waiting for results, waiting for anything outside of us to then make bigger moves, to then claim that we are successful, to then claim that we are powerful, to then claim that we are worthy, to then claim that we are convicted in our work, right? And it's almost like, well, once I get the clients, then I'm allowed to claim that I am the coach to work with, right? But we've been waiting for the clients to come in to claim that. Okay. And what we're doing unknowingly is we're leaking our power, giving our power away to the external. And we're waiting for things to happen to then claim how powerful and potent we are, to claim that we are the one to work with, to claim that we have the solution to our dream clients' problems, and that they get to come into our world now, and that we're going to change their motherfucking life now. Okay. We're no longer waiting to claim how powerful you are. We're no longer waiting. Okay. So as we are shifting out of waiting into wealth, I need you to know that money is a byproduct, a symptom, a side effect of embodying the frequency and the identity of wealth. Okay. Where you don't need anything outside of you, anything external of you to move big, to take an action, to make a decision, to show up loud, proud, bold in your power, convicted in your work. Okay. We no longer are waiting for anything outside of us to be in our power. AKA, our power is no longer circumstantial. Okay. So let me give you an example of how I used to do this and what I see my clients do before we start working together. And that is, they post an Instagram story, right? Sharing their offer. And they're like, I only got 3 story views. Oh, no one's going to buy. No one cares. My work doesn't matter, right? What that is doing is we are looking at the external, which is the number of views, to decide how powerful we are, to decide if our work, if our message, our sole purpose is worth it or not. Okay. And we get in that habit, we get in that pattern. And this is why waiting has been compounded over and over and over again. I no longer want to wait for money. I no longer want to wait for sales, for clients, for anything that I desire. I no longer want to wait. Okay. I'm going to move big and take action because I'm tapped into the frequency of wealth and I am plugged into, embodied in the identity of the limitless woman. All right. Which we're going to talk about today. So wealth isn't money. When I use the term wealth, and I remember years ago when I was like, oh, wealth, that immediately equated to money in my brain, immediately. And this is when I had a shaky relationship with money. And I was like, I don't like the word wealth. I did not like the word wealth, okay? Because I had many negative emotions associated with money and many old stories that I now uncovered and rewired, okay? Wealth isn't money. Wealth is a frequency. So when you are in the frequency of wealth, guess what happens? Money is a byproduct. Okay? This is something that took me some time to really embody, some time to learn, some time to take on because I was resisting it. Because wealth equated to money in my brain and I was programmed to waiting for more money, then I could feel successful. When you are in the frequency of wealth, money is a byproduct. That's just how it works. Okay, so what you're actually waiting for when you're saying to me, like, Kelly, I want to get out of this waiting energy. All right. What you're waiting for is the external validation. Okay. From money, from clients, from sales, from engagement, from story views. You're waiting to feel powerful. Everything that I'm about to say, I'm saying with so much love, okay? I have been in your shoes for years. And so I invite you to listen to this message over and over and over again, okay? The truth is you're waiting to feel powerful. You're waiting to feel enough. You're waiting to feel secure. You're waiting to feel convicted. You're waiting, okay? And what I need you to know is if you're waiting to feel powerful, safe, enough, secure, convicted, stable, abundant, successful, I could keep going. Money is never going to give you this. Money is never going to give you this. Trust me. I have worked with many clients who are making $500,000 a year plus. And they come to me feeling very unhappy, very insecure, very unworthy, undeserving, and not enough. Okay? Money is never going to give you this. You do not need anything outside of you to claim this. You do not need anything outside of you to claim how powerful you are, how amazing you are, how successful, how abundant you are. You don't need anything outside of you to feel wealth, to feel success, to feel abundant. What you need is to be in your power. Okay? You need to source the frequency of abundance, success, safety, security, stability, peace, whatever it is that you're seeking that you think money will give you, that we were taught money will give you. You get to source that from yourself, okay? You need to give yourself permission to be in the frequency of wealth, regardless of what's in your bank account, regardless of how many clients you currently have or do not have, regardless of your state of your career, of your business, of your relationship, right? I know we're talking about money, but this weaves into all areas of your life. Just a side note. You need to give yourself permission to be in the frequency of wealth. Excuse me, I'm burping, we're releasing, regardless of what's outside of you. This is the infinite identity, the limitless woman who can have anything, hold anything, create anything, create any amount of wealth. Okay. And so I invite you today to create your infinite identity, knowing that you get to self-source. You get to source this feeling that you're seeking, that you believe that money is going to give you, and you get to source it from yourself. Because if you're waiting to feel peaceful, abundant, successful, wealthy from money, you're going to be waiting for a hell of a long time. Okay. So what if you got to feel the frequency of what you're seeking that you believe money will give you right now? And you get to create an identity around this. And creating this identity will install into your belief systems, because you're going to inevitably begin to show up as the limitless, wealthy, badass woman. You're going to inevitably show up in your power, in your certainty, convicted in your work, in your message, feeling so safe, enough, secure, stable in you, as who you are and all who you are becoming. Because you simply decided that this is how life gets to work for you, that this is how business gets to work for you, that this is how money gets to work for you. We're no longer waiting. We are no longer waiting. Done with that. But this is a decision that you get to make. I can share this to you, teach this to you all the live long day. That's beautiful and wonderful. However, the potency and power is in the decision that you make today. Okay? I can't make that decision for you. No one can make that decision for you except for you.